that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. The three from George. And it's George again missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubats. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard over Conley. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now, here is George. Gobert pulls it in. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks. Westbrook finds George. No good with the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Edwards. Right side Towns. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's George. Covington with the bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Conley dishes to Towns. Kicks to Gobert. Back to Towns.
2 minutes remaining.
Out to the wing.
2 minutes.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers trail by 6. To the inside. George. And George with the stuff.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Now here's Conley. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Out to Conley. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
When Russ makes up his mind to drive it, watch out. He's such a fierce, dynamic athlete. A full head of steam, and he's cooking.
Here's Edwards, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
And George with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Gobert with a wide open look. The baseline J off the mark.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Covington passes to George. Zubac's in the post. Towns on him. Covington wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown. Covington's got 5.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great, not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Leonard. Zubac kicks to Covington. Jacks up a 3.
Nice defense that time. The agility and length of Towns, allowing him to clamp down on the shooter.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And the shot is good.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Leonard dishes to George. Up top, Covington. 5 points in the game. And they'll get another chance. Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. Westbrook picks him up. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Down low. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Pulls up. Minnesota with the rebound. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 8 points.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Leonard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Conley gets the bucket.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Morris is checked in. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Noel. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard kicks to Gordon. Here's the pass to Highland. Goes up from the top of the key. And the basket by Gordon.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Here's Noel. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Shots good by Noel.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Highland. Goes up the baseline. That shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Reed gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Prince outside. Here's Noel. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass. Noel's got 6 here in this quarter. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Clippers trail by 3. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Back to Anderson. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Back to Reed. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. No good with the layup. Powell kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Highland passes to Morris for the lead. Now here's Plumlee. Guarded by Reed. Highland. Back to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here's Reed. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Noel. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. Noel's got 9.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Morris looking over the floor. Right side, Gordon. Plays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
Noel passes to Reed. Prince outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And stolen by Prince. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. He feeds it to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Conley. He has 7. Left side, Towns. Back to Conley. He dishes it to Gobert. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Morris for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the pass to McDaniels. George against Edwards. Gobert the screen. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
The 3 from George. That's a 2 from Powell. That one off the back iron and out.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Now here's Westbrook. To the middle. Stolen by Michael Conley. He kicks it to Edwards. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed and he can wind up that open from 3-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Towns against Morris. And that one's good. Towns has got 8 points.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
Here's Gobert. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Morris. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles guys shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Morris kicks to Leonard. 3-pointer. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his 3-point shooting.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota. And Westbrook, here we go. Gobert with the block. Towns against Westbrook. Towns kicks to Conley. From deep. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Leonard, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards dishes to Conley. Here's McDaniels. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Towns with the steal. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And here's Edwards from the arc. Kept alive. Beyond the arc. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Conley, the pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Leonard, the pass to Highland. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And the dunk by Covington.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. He never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
For 3, Edwards. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And the rejection by Towns. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked to the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's McDaniels, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
For 3, Covington. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Pass to Towns. To the wing right side. McDaniels gets to Conley. That one, no good. Excellent D there from George. To tie it up. The open shot by Leonard, and the Clippers miss again. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 3-point game. Oh, wow, man!
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA. And, you know, the calm nature of Covington. Even in tense moments, he stays relaxed, he keeps his composure, and finds ways to nail these shots.
Oh, here's Edwards driving to the basket. Conley with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Conley. Fires from deep. And the rejection by Zubats. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Smack clowns with mad style.
athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Here's Morant. And he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Bane. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Now here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. 4 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Just over a minute and a half in. Conley against Morant. Here's Bane. And he goes in for the dunk.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And he buries his first look.
Tremendous concentration that Rudy Gobert has, using his size, certainly, but finishing through contact.
Morant against McDaniels. And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Towns passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Up top, Morant. McDaniels covering. Morant against McDaniels. Here's Jackson. Pass to Morant. Timeout called. Memphis.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Towns on a screen. For 3, Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Edwards. Towns against Bane. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Memphis leading.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Now here's Conley. McDaniels passes to Conley. Six on the shot clock. And here's Edwards outside. Outside McDaniels. Takes the three. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Pass to Adams. McDaniels against Bain. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 10 seconds left now in the first quarter.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, ending the quarter up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Towns. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
And he nails the third. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Morant. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Bain. Right side Morant. Baseline try. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. Right side Anderson. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Adams a screen. Brooks the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Pass to Bain. 5 on the clock. And here's Brooks. The layup misses. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Now here's Reed. Back to Prince. Reed sets a screen. 4-3. Once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And Memphis shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Looking to win the drought. Morant, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Three-pointer. Prince can't hit. 1:35 left in the half. The crossover. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Prince. Gets the 3 to fall. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
2 shots. The previous play is under
Game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Bain drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. To the middle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Second free throw, no good. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Reed. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Bain, the pass to Morant. There's a screen. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Here's Prince. Brooks defending. To the wing on the left. To the inside. And stolen by Morant. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
22. The Grizzlies, 27.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Left side, Morant. Pass to Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
Jackson the screen. Morant, he's open. Reid with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. This for the tie. Just 3 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Bain. Timeout called. Memphis.
Free t-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one. All right, fans, let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Gobert with the bucket.
Now, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Pass to Morant. Down low. Here's Bain. He's off on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Towns a screen on Bain. Edwards the pass to Towns. Again the Timberwolves score.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Pass to Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Brooks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
It's tipped. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 3.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Outside Morant. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Brooks outside. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards for 3. They get it back. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Here's Adams. Driving in. Back to Bane. Just 4 to shoot. Over Conley. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got 7 points in the game. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Here's Morant. That shot off. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies up by 1. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at center. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, Mike Conley specializes in reading the floor. This guy is an expert in pick and roll.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And Edwards, here we go. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Back to Towns to tie it up. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Morant. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. The free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. For 3, Conley. And they get it back. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat. That aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Brooks outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. Morant against Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is over
the game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Allie, thank you. Back to Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots him.
The young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Outside Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 34.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Edwards for three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Morant with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
.146 left in the game. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. McDaniels, that's good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And that one drops for him.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Reed, a screen on Bain. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Conley against Morant. Towns, a screen on Bain. Jackson with it. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Adams, the pass to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. 11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Being the #1 overall pick always comes with expectations to deliver in the clutch. Standing at the free throw line in just such a moment, Mr. Anthony Edwards, what you got?
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. It's tied at 58. 9 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Williams. Oh, offline.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives them a lead. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. That was an incredible night of hoops.
I smack clowns with mad style.
rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Morant. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Morant passes to Brooks. Leonard with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And George kicks to Zubats. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Morant reaches to Brooks. Kick out to Adams. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
The shot by George, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant outside.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
So here's Westbrook. Pass to Morris for 3. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Trains the three-pointer. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Well, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
And Jackson gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris against Jackson. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Outside for George. Gets to the hoop. And no good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Adams against Zubats. The pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Pass to George. Driving the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And George drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now, here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Adams sends it back. The Grizzlies have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Brooks driving inside.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Covington. Following the basket by John Morant. Good on the triple.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Now Morant. 10 points for him. Into the lane. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. A nice shot by George.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes it inside. Oh.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And Leonard gets it to go.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The Clippers trail. It's Covington on the wing, guarded by Jackson. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson down low. Covington's there. There's the feed to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And as his game continues to develop, Jackson's passing will get better with each season.
George looking over the floor. Here's Zubac, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That one is off. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Bain finds Adams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
Los Angeles has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Passes it to Covington. Pulls from the top of the key. Gordon against Jackson. Covington kicks to Leonard. Clock at 4. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Count the basket. Covington's got 5 now.
That's a tough shot as Covington finds a way that time.
Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Covington's shot is off. It's deflected. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Inside, Bain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
How about that? Let's hear it for your Clippers breaker.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant drives in, and Morant throws it down.
Now, how about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter, and Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bain finds Adams. Morant scanning the floor. And the layup falls. Morant's got 26.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. From past the arc, it's rebounded by Leonard. LA's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Gordon outside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fast break Memphis. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Leonard the pass to Gordon. Back to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook.
Come on, back him out, man.
Outside Leonard. Will it go? The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Substitution for your Clippers.
It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Clippers 26, the Grizzlies 43. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Williams at the point. Count it.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Leonard against Brooks. He dishes it to Williams. Back to Brooks. A crossover. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Leonard. Fades. Here's Highland. Connects from three-point range. Highland's got his first 3 points of the game.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Williams in the post. Yep, that one goes. Williams has got his first points of the game.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Plumlee, no luck. Now here's Williams. Goes back up. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Here's Bain. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Memphis leading by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
George double teamed over Williams. Here's Powell. George from deep three-point land. Westbrook finds George. It's Covington on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Williams with the block. Morant against Zubac. It's Morant with the drop. And that one drops for him. Morant's got 30 points.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Zubac up to Powell. In the corner, George with it. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Morant outside. Here's Williams. George with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's Covington on the wing. Fires from the corner. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant outside. Feeds it to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant passes to Adams, and that one is good. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by George, no good. Morant against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Eight seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's Morant with the drive.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
The 3 quarters of... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Covington in a power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Westbrook against Morant. He feeds it to Brooks. Covington with the steal. And here's George for three. Brooks grabs the board.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Jackson misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Zubac kicks to Covington over Jackson. Powell with it. A three ball. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bain passes to Jackson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Covington picks one up. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
George, that's a two-pointer. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis.
Grizzlies substitution, Zaire Williams.
Here's George. Zubac finds Covington. Back to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the rejection by Jackson. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Brooks. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clock at 2. Powell for 3. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Williams. And he lays it straight in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Count it.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And the slam by Williams.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Stolen by George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Clippers. Morant against Powell. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Zubac, a screen on Bain. Wide open look here for Zubac. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Bane against George. Bane passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Williams inside, defended by George. Williams dishes to Morant. Here's the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Westbrook. Fires for three. Back to George. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Powell the pass to Covington. And a miss there on the triple. No good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final.
I smack clowns with mad style.
could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. Shot clock at 3. Here's Westbrook. Conley with some nice D. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. From the arc. And he can't get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George finds Zubac. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Westbrook, the pass to George. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Westbrook. Morris, a screen on Conley. To the paint. The kick out to Morris. It's George on the wing. To the middle. Westbrook, the pass to George. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Zubac against Gobert. For 3, Conley. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space.
Stolen by Conley. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. To the left side wing. Inside, and stolen by Gobert. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside Conley. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Lets it go from deep. For 3, George. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Leonard outside. And finished off by Westbrook.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Edwards outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Highland, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. That'll send Paul George to the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Edwards for three. Offensive board. Back to Conley. Takes a three. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Morris. George with it. Guarded by Edwards. George outside. Back to Morris. Launches a three. George with it. Towns covering. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to George. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Highland. Three-pointer, no good. It'll count.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Robert Covington is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Zubac. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Greg, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Conley, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers in the lead. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And that one's good from Conley.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Conley goes in. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What outstanding concentration from Mike Conley, burying the shot despite the harm.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. And that one's good. Covington.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Edwards against Leonard. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. No good there, off the double clutch.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. Conley passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. There's the three. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. That's good from Towns on the assist by Conley. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And the basket by Highland.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Pass to Covington. Now Gordon. Here's the three. Reed with the rebound. 1:44 left to play in the second quarter. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating.
Smooth through the lane. Nikhil Alexander Walker making his presence felt.
Here's Highland. It's Covington on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The Clippers trail. With the drive. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Leonard's shot's good. Leonard's got 6.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Prince with the bucket.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Noel. Off target with the 3. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Gordon. 24 seconds left in the first half. Only missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Reed against Leonard. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Plumlee. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after.
26.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Reed in at the center position. So it's Minnesota now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside, Anderson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac checked in. For 3, George. Can't hit that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Prince. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense. Force them to close off the lane.
George's shot is off. George has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. And stolen by Covington. George with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
Here's Anderson. Right around a minute and a half played in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Noel. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. On the wing, Noel, pounded by Westbrook. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Westbrook. George passes to Westbrook. Zubac inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Alexander Walker. Now here's George. Give him 8. Morris passes to Powell. Back to Morris. Here's Zubac. That shot is off. Good D by Gobert. Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. McDaniels got himself on the board with a 3 there. Westbrook, the pass to George. 3-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes.
Puts up a 3. Just 5 on the clock. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Noel. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
First one falls for him. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. George hits them both.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Pass to Westbrook. George drives in. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. George outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
That's good from George.
At the line for your Clippers.
George hits them both. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
You know, reading the floor and making the right play. Mike Conley is a true point guard.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
George finds Morris. The baseline J. No good off the back of the rim. Oh, George with a steal. Three-pointer off the mark. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. And time for a short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
George outside. Powell passes to George. Jacks up a 3. Leaps for it. It's stolen. Conley with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That'll be a second foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Powell. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. McDaniels from long range. Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Outside Covington. Inside. And there's Leonard on the assist from Covington.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Back to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
To take the lead. Outside Covington. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. To end the run. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Pass to Highland. George against Edwards.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. The three is up. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's George. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
The three, Conley. And that's his 3rd miss in 7 attempts.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. 5 to shoot. Pass to Highland. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Edwards finds Towns. Kept alive. The kick out to Edwards. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Pass to Highland. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. The kick out to Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Leonard. Pass to Covington. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Conley. Gobert with it. Outside Edwards. Here he goes. To take the lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
Well, he's been the guy on a few teams, so Paul George is ready for moments like this. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're behind by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the 4th. Your thoughts, guys?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
The 3, Conley. Off target from downtown. So a close game. Sees the Clippers taking this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
hoping to come out of the gates strong. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Conley finds Gobert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now, here's Adams. He dishes it to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So it's the Timberwolves now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Here is Edwards. Following the basket by John Morant. Gobert finds Edwards. And the baseline jumper, no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And then Morant rams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Back to Morant. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Edwards. There's the drive. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
John Morant impressed as a rookie. But in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Now here's Conley. Down low. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Towns against Jackson. Towns, the screen. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Conley's got 5 now.
And this pumps the whole. Oh, yes! And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Edwards, that's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Morant. McDaniels defending. Outside Jackson. Lets the three fly. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. It's stolen by Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Conley with it, guarded now by Jackson, and it's Towns penetrating, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got his second bucket.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An impressive, versatile defender. For Jackson Jr., it's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
Conley feeling it out, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies. Good day.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Williams is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Minnesota on D. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Bain against Conley. Yes, that goes in. That's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Bain passes to Williams. Crosses over. Here's Adams. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Adams has got his first basket.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Out to Conley. Driving in. Here's Edwards. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 5. The kick out to Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Going to high school in the LA area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
And finished off by Gobert.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Minnesota leading by 5. He kicks to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Takes the three. And they get it back. Up top, Edwards. Looks covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Noel passes to Anderson. It's stolen by Adams. Williams looking over the floor. Passes to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Anderson against Jackson. Adams in the corner. On the wing, Brooks. Reed with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Morant, he's checked in for Williams. And a change for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 7.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now here's Reed. They set the pick. Anderson passes to Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Anderson finds Prince. Anderson with the screen for Prince. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prince has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Jackson with the screen. Here's Morant. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Prince with it. Now defended by Adams. Out to the right wing. And here's Prince outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Morant outside. In the corner, it's Payne. Pass to Adams. Plays it up off the glass. Adams has got 6.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's Alexander Walker. And so we wrap up the first half. Minnesota on top. They lead by 6. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Adams. He has 6. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Bain. With the drive. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bain's got his first bucket in this one.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by Kyle Anderson. Outside, Bain feeds it to Adams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now, here's Reid. Pass to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. From the corner. Prince with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Prince misses. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. Minnesota shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards fights Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Bain. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 6 points for Desmond Bain. Conley against Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Edwards dishes to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Second chance shot. Out to Conley. Going inside. It's tipped. Jackson with it. Conley picks him up. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And they double up Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Conley. Gobert in the corner. Here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Here's Morant with a tie. Yes! And the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And it'll be his fourth time going to the free throw line in the game. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Conley gets the bucket. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Morant with it. 17 points in the game. And he drives in, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Edwards fires from way outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 1. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Williams is out there with Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 6 to shoot. Williams. Good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for 1 more.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Morant drives in. And McDaniels with the block. Outside Conley. Kicks it to McDaniels. Outside Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves. Here's Brooks. No good. Shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards passes to Conley. There's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. McDaniels gets to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Bain. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Conley's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Up top, Edwards. Brooks covering. Towns for 3. Morant with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Tight game. He is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
so good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Bane against Edwards. The feed now to Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Towns against Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that the previous play is over in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Towns. Oh, they get it back. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bane. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 4. There's a minute left in the game. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And finished off by McDaniels.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. 3-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 6. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Frames it from downtown.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. "17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. He takes it in. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
All eyes are on Conley. A normally confident shooter. Can he sink the free throw?
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both free throws good from Morant.
From the free throw line, John Morant is good, but I think he wants to be great.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin...
I smack clowns with mad style.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. George finds Morris. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Leonard outside. Fades. Down low. Here's Zubats. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Zubats. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way, and as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Brooks against Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Morant missing again.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Pass to George. It's George on the wing. Morris sets a screen. Out to Leonard. Up top, George to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And then Morant with the jam.
Well, Steven Adams' anticipation creates the steal. Nicely done.
Morris finds George. Morris sets a screen. The three ball. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. From deep, Morant knocks down the long J. Morant's got 7.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's George. Leonard for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
We know that Russell Westbrook isn't afraid to mix it up inside. He knows how to get defenders to hit him on these opportunities.
Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Covington comes in for Morris.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. Boy, how times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Back to Plumlee. Leonard against Bain. Leonard passes to Covington. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it to George. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Memphis calls timeout. Here's Morant. 9 points in the game with the crossover. And the layup is up and in. Morant's got 11 points.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Robert Covington is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the 1. Lets it go from 14. Outside for Brooks. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Covington finds Gordon. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. Gordon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Inside. Bain. Oh, sweet move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Plumlee, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Highland. Back to Leonard. And the layup is good off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And here's Morant outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Back to Gordon. Gordon on the wing. Outside Covington. The 3 is up. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Bain. Down low. Brooks outside. Takes it inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mason Plumlee. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
A nice shot by Zubac.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's Morant. Here's Bain. And they'll get another chance. On the wing, Brooks. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Brooks has gotten 4 this quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Covington. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Leonard for 3, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Brooks drives in. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under
It would be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Give him a hand, fans. That was Milwaukee.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Powell right side. Westbrook against Williams. George, a deep three, and he hits it to tie the game. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, better check him when he steps over the line.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Launches it, and George with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. George has got 11.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
Here's Zubats. Good work defensively by Brooks. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Williams with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Williams against Westbrook. Williams passes to Bane. Shot clock at 5. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
That free throw misses.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
George for 3. Westbrook, the pass to George. Back to Westbrook. It's Powell on the wing. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. From deep, Payne. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And we're through the first half of play.
The Clippers 31. Get ready for the double lucky.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. George with it. He's picked up by Bane. George passes to Leonard. Nails it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 11.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Fires for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And rejected. And he recovers it.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league, Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him.
And the jam by George.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Morant. What a terrific move that is. He's got 15.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Morant into the lane. Paul George pulls down the board, and it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Shot from the wing. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Outside Bane. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Morris for 3. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. So for the Clippers, Covington comes in for Morris, and it's Mann in for Westbrook. For Memphis, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half, 2 for 8. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 17.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Leonard passes to Zubats. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Zubats' shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Oh, Covington with a block.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington. Sends it back.
And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Right now, the game is coming easy to Kawhi Leonard. He's in rhythm, and he knows it.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Leonard finds Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Morant into the lane. Morant with the slam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Covington. Stolen by Jackson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tipped. For 3, Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists in the game.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
From deep. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the point.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Covington no good. Memphis shooting 56% today. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
The Clippers in the lead. George with it. He's picked up by Adams. That shot wide open.
Let's remember, Robert Covington is a guy who has hit over 200 three-point shots in a season. You better guard him from out there.
Pass to Mann. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. George passes to Leonard. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Second shot opportunity, and Zubats with the basket on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 10. Can they get it? Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so they have the chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
Jackson, the pass to Bane. Back to Jackson. Banked it in off the glass.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
George finds Covington. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bane. And Covington, here we go. Basket counts. And the Clippers lead by 7.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Plumlee. Out to Covington. Back to Plumlee. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
Shot's good by Morant.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Out to Covington. From downtown. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the Grizzlies call time here. They're trailing by 7. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Brooks. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's George. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game. Knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Leonard passes to Westbrook. The 3. So the Clippers win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.